Right now, ahead of next month's primary election, a push by some voters, but for others to vote uninstructed. What that means and the group behind it.
There are two reasons why you might want to consider staying inside this weekend. I have all the answers coming up in weather.
And a pledge made by the Republican candidate challenging for Senator Tammy Baldwin's seat. What Eric Hovde is willing to give up if elected to the U.S. Senate. That's all coming up right now on News 3 Now at 10. Thank you for joining us. Brand new tonight, Madison police are investigating a reported sexual assault they say happened last night inside a home near the UW. Officers were called to a residence in the 2200 block of University Avenue shortly after the assault was reported. This was around 8:45 last night. Police say there is no threat to the public. Now, this comes a week after university officials became aware of a sexual assault at a fraternity off Langdon Street. And tonight, we want to share that resources are available if you or someone you know has been a victim of sexual assault. The number on your screen is for the RCC Sexual Violence Resource Center. Their hotline can be reached 24/7, so please give them a call if you need them. 608-251-7273. Also new tonight, the Pecatonica Area School District in Blanchardville says it put one of its employees on leave following multiple accusations of misconduct. The district only recently learned of those allegations. It's unclear what those specific allegations are, though at this time, district officials would not share the name of the employee. The Lafayette County Sheriff's Office is investigating. Well, all the rain we saw yesterday gave way to a gorgeous day today, but with the weekend straight ahead, there is cooler weather on the way that you're going to want to know about. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with the first warn forecast to share what's ahead. Hi, Alex.
Hey there, Charlotte. Yes, I was just saying in the beginning of the show, two reasons why you might want to consider staying inside. Reason number one is those cold temperatures. Let's look at that out right now. Look at where the temperatures are going to go on your Saturday. 52 degrees. Hold on to that. A reason why you might want to stay inside on Saturday, that's coming up. But on Sunday, Monday, St. Patrick's Day and Monday, ooh, it's going to be pretty chilly, and it's going to feel relatively cold compared to all these above normal temperatures that we've been experiencing. Then coming up later in weather, you see those temperatures below normal. Those below normal temperatures as we head out into the late next week and going into the following work week is going to be with a potentially big weather system, and that can make for some messy precipitation. Again, more on that coming up in Maine weather. Our temperature did a little roller coaster ride. We got it up into the lower 50s today, so a gorgeous day today, just like Charlotte was saying. And it's really nice out here in the patio right now. Winds are relatively calm. Temperatures are in the 40s in Dane County. We got 40s across the entire area. And as I was just saying, there's another reason why you might want to consider staying inside. Right now, winds are calm, but that's going to change. Coming up in Maine weather, we talk just how much the winds are going to roar on your Saturday, and then we're going to break down the cold St. Patrick's Day.
Alex, thank you. Turning now to next month's primary election, President Biden and former President Trump have secured their party's nominations before Wisconsin voters have even had the chance to cast their ballots. But that doesn't mean voters are out of options. Braden Ross joins us to explain.
Wisconsin Democrats will still have 3 options on their ballot come April 2nd. They can check the box for President Joe Biden or Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips, but it's the third option that many Democrats are rallying around.
We're really trying to send a message.
Janaea Najib is no stranger to voting blue.
I had donated to President Biden's campaign previously. I had knocked on doors. I had, canvassed.
But the war in Gaza changed things.
I was incredibly disappointed and, in fact, disgusted by the fact that for 5 months now, he has been complicit in this genocide.
That's why she's voting uninstructed on April 2nd and asking others to join her.
We have an administration that has completely ignored us. And so now, we're going to show him that we have the power to make him a one-term president.
She's not alone. More than 100,000 people voted uncommitted in Michigan's primary. In Minnesota, nearly 20% of Democratic voters chose the same option. Election expert Charles Franklin says this isn't anything new.
In Michigan, a couple of weeks ago, uncommitted got, I think it was 13% of the vote. But against Barack Obama in 2012, uncommitted got 12% of the vote in Michigan. The issue of Israel and Gaza is a very big and important issue. But in another election, it would be another issue sort of like that.
As for November,
I think the main point to take away is that people are dissatisfied with the top two choices.
Najeeb says how she'll vote in the general election is a question for later.
Our focus really is going to be on April 2nd, and then we're going to circle back, reassess, see what has happened. Elected officials and individuals that are running should never assume that they are going to get the vote just simply because we don't like the other person more. They need to earn those votes.
Franklin also pointed out this isn't just an issue for Biden. Consistently, around a quarter of Republicans had voted for someone other than Donald Trump in primary elections.
Thank you, Braden. Former President Donald Trump won't have the support of his former VP this election. Mike Pence today saying he cannot in good conscience endorse Trump. The former vice president said Trump is pursuing an agenda that is, quote, at odds with the conservative agenda, unquote. Their relationship took a nosedive after Trump lost the 2020 presidential election. Trump wanted Pence to refuse to certify the election results. Well, a boost for Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin in her re-election efforts for the fall. She received an endorsement from the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare. She visited a retirement community in Madison today where the committee's chairman presented her with a pair of red boxing gloves to declare her the champion of Wisconsin seniors. Baldwin spoke with residents as part of a roundtable on Medicare and Social Security, sharing personal stories about their importance.
We always talk about the three-legged stool, that we should be able to retire with Social Security, our pensions, and our savings. I know people like my own mother, whose pension was maybe $200, $300 a month. She had no savings, and Social Security was there.
The committee says since Baldwin has been in office, she routinely cast votes that are beneficial for seniors and their family. Well, one of Baldwin's potential Republican challengers for November is offering to donate his congressional salary to charity if voters elect him. That was part of businessman Eric Hovde's message in a new election ad. Baldwin and Wisconsin Democrats have tried to put Hovde's background as a multimillionaire banker from California in focus. Hovde's posted his new campaign ad to X, writing in part, "I don't need special interest money, and I won't take it. I can't be bought. That's why, as your senator, I will donate my entire salary to a Wisconsin charity every year." Well, turning to the Big Ten men's basketball tournament, the Badgers are just one of 4 teams still alive in the bracket. News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley joins us now with the highlights from this afternoon's win against Northwestern. Zach?
Well, only 2 times in tourney history has a 5 seed won a Big Ten tournament title. Badgers got off to a great start last night, but with each win, the stakes and competition gets a little tougher. Standing in Wisconsin's way for their first trip to the semifinals since 2019, Northwestern, and this quickly became the A.J. Storr show. Second half, Badgers out and running, and Storr slams home the alley-oop to put Bucky up 6. Then later, it's that man again, Storr, this time with your dagger. Career-high 30 points from him as Wisconsin beats Northwestern 70-61 and advances to the semifinals.
Completely different type of game than yesterday in terms of we had to really gut it out. Dig in defensively after a not a great start, but I thought these 2 guys and the guys in the locker room did a phenomenal job of buckling down and really turning the screws defensively, and then we were able to make shots. Obviously, Steve hitting some big threes that kept separation.
And we'll have much more on A.J. Storr's career game coming up later in sports.
Well, don't forget, this Sunday is St. Patrick's Day. Here's a live look of Dublin, Ireland. This is just outside the legendary Temple Bar Pub on the banks of the River Liffey. It was much busier a few hours ago, but it's just after 3 in the morning now, and it still appears there's at least a few party goers still out tonight. And just a reminder for all of you, those celebrating this weekend, AAA is offering free rides home for those who've had a little bit too much to drink now through 6 a.m. on Monday. The Tow to Go campaign offers a free ride home for any impaired drivers and a tow for their vehicles. However, AAA asks that the service is to be used only as a last resort. What you shouldn't do is going out and relying on this service. But if you or someone you know does end up needing a ride, give Tow2Go a call at the number on your screen, 855-2TOW2GO. Nationwide, today was a momentous day for medical students. Still ahead at 10, it's match day. We follow the journey of one UW Med School student, and we are there when he learns where he will be going for residency.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
What's your up north? No matter what up north means to you, we've got you covered. Everything for your weekend lifestyle is at the new Up North Expo, March 15th through 17th at Alliant Energy Center in Madison. See and test the latest products. Shop home furnishings. Learn how to play pickleball. Meet builders and real estate pros. Chow down at tasty food trucks. Grab a friend and join the fun at the new Up North Expo, March 15th through 17th, Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Introducing Gloria's Mexican Restaurant, your destination for authentic Mexican cuisine and craft cocktails. We're proud to offer delicious dishes made from the best ingredients. Whether a family meal or a special event, Gloria's has you covered. Visit us today.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
Americans are doing their best to get by, but with an uncertain economy and prices still rising, budgets are stretched thin. And Washington's new capital regulation is another bill Americans can't afford. Basel III Endgame will make loans, utilities, and groceries more expensive and make it harder to access credit. Families, seniors, farmers, and small businesses are already struggling to make ends meet. Washington needs to scrap Basel III Endgame and start over.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Joe Manganiello gushes over the love of his life.
She'll go to the movies, she comes to the gym.
So I tried to win her over.
Thank you.
Then I love connecting people. There she is.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
Welcome back. The third Friday of March might not mean anything to you, but for medical students nationwide, today is when they learned where they will complete their residencies and fellowships. One UW Med student allowed us to be there when he found out where he'd be going. Dan Schrader spent 12 years in the Navy with deployments to Iraq, Kuwait, and Bahrain. Now he's in his medical school journey, one that will continue not far from Madison.
Aurora St. Luke's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was one of my top choices, just down the road here, which is very good for me and my family.
Look at that joy on his face. Schrader was one of more than 170 UW students who received matches today. He hopes to specialize in radiology. Well, looking ahead to next month, the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin wants to see you at its annual One Walk Big Strides for Autism fundraiser. The walk is scheduled for Sunday, April 21st at McKee Farms Park in Fitchburg, but the efforts to raise money are already underway. Like most charity walks, teams are formed with members raising money off community donations. This is the Society's biggest and most popular event each year. Thousands of dollars are raised for autism programming, events, and other initiatives. The Autism Society says 1 in 36 kids are born on the spectrum, which is why fundraisers like this helps raise awareness.
Our theme this year is We Shine Brighter Together. So we love that this event happens in April, which is Autism Acceptance Month, and we just love the community coming together, feeling that support.
You don't know these people coming into it, you don't know their walk in life, but the one thing you all understand with it is that they want to be a part of something greater than just their family, their community.
Once again, that walk takes place on Sunday, April 21st at 11 a.m. at Fitchburg's McKee Farms Park. If you would like to register for it, just visit autismsouthcentral.org. Well, tornadoes that moved across Indiana and Ohio left at least 3 people dead and dozens more hurt. The worst of the damage was in Ohio, where all 3 deaths were reported. There is fear more people could be found under the debris and rubble from collapsed buildings. The National Weather Service recorded more than 670 reports of severe weather across 12 states yesterday. At one point, there were 16 simultaneous tornado warnings. And for those who didn't see tornadoes where they live, they probably got hail instead. And that is exactly what happened in southern Illinois. Check out the damage to these vehicles. This isn't from a break-in, this is from hail. Car after car outside of a bar and grill in the village of Warden show the aftermath of Thursday's storm. Some of that hail the size of a baseball.
There's glass in my seat. I'm sitting on a bag because there's windshield glass and like in my floorboard and like up on my windshield and stuff. So I crawled in the back seat with my daughter and I was covering her up with one of her little jackets to make sure that nothing happened, but thankfully nothing else broke.
I had one girl come in, her hands were busted up and she was a nervous wreck. She was telling me that her windows got shattered out and then the hail just wouldn't stop. It was hitting her in the head.
Illinois State Police said 30 to 40 cars pulled over on nearby I-55 with hail damage. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington and the First Warn forecast said the severe weather would go south. He's back to show us some of those severe weather reports. Hi, Alex.
Hey there, Charlotte. Yes, thank goodness that severe weather stayed south, but unfortunate where Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, just seeing all these reports here is just impressive. You said well over 600 reports. These blue ones, those are the large hail, and then you see them turn into tornado reports from Indiana going into the northwestern portion of Ohio. And when you see them in these streaks, a family of severe weather, very often produced by the thunderstorm called the supercell that can rotate and cause hours and hours and hours of destructive severe weather. So our thoughts from the First Warn weather team are with them. It did go to the south, and thank goodness no severe weather in our forecast. We do have big changes, though, in the forecast as part of the 3 things that you need to know. A breezy Saturday ahead, dry for the most part this weekend, but there is a tiny chance of a sprinkle or a flurry as we go Saturday into your Sunday. Here's the other big weather maker here, the cold temperatures we just have not experienced in some time. High temperature trend tells it all. 52, you probably think, ooh, it's going to be a nice day. I'm going to go outside. Hold on. I'll give you another reason why you might want to stay inside on your Saturday. Sunday, Monday, St. Patty's Day, but very cold conditions. Then we warm up, but I want you to take note of the temperatures below normal as we go into the following weekend. That's going to be met with some precipitation, and I'm going to be first to warn and show you a projection of what that storm may look like. Not stormy at all now, 46, winds out of the southwest at 7. The clouds will increase tonight, holding our temperatures up from the 40s right now. Overnight tonight, those temperatures will only dip down into the upper 30s to the lower 40s, which is closer to our normal highs for this time of year. We've been saying that a lot, but that's going to change. Saturday, even though we're in the 50s with clouds, it's going to be a windy one out there. 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts to start your Saturday. As we go towards noon, 30 mile per hour wind gusts, and as you tune in tomorrow night for the 6 o'clock and the 10 o'clock shows, still breezy conditions. Definitely one of those days where it looks nice outside, it just doesn't feel that nice with those winds. I said in First Weather we would break down St. Patrick's Day. Let's do it together. 29 at 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock when Brady Mallory does the emceeing downtown for the parade at 34 degrees. You'll need to bundle up and end your day at 30 degrees. And first to warn, look at this. As we go out further into March, all this green, including Madison, means the likelihood of above normal precipitation chances, which is good for the drought. And I want to give a projection out here as we go late next weekend. This would be Sunday and Monday, as it looks like right now. Snow and a mix of rain and snow breaking out. Some of that could be on the heavy side here. Again, rain mixed with snow. We'll be keeping an eye on this weather system. Models are pretty consistent, showing a big storm in the Midwest, but a lot to refine here over the course of the next week. But I just wanted to give you that heads up that as we head out late in the weekend, that it could be wet mixed in with some of those wet snowflakes. Bottom line, though, in the shorter term, breezy conditions on your Saturday, a cold Sunday and Monday, warmer on your Tuesday. That's the first day of astronomical spring with temperatures up around 50 degrees, so not too bad with sunny skies. And then again, our attention turns to the unsettled period starting Thursday, lasting into next weekend.
And coming up in sports, only one more sleep until the Badgers drop the puck in LeBron. Why they say they can't wait to take the ice at home. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch, because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Washington has become corrupt. Career politicians sell themselves to special interests and end up working for them and not you. I've worked hard, been fortunate. I don't need their special interest money, and I won't take it. If you decide to elect me as your next senator, I'll donate my entire salary to a Wisconsin charity every year. I'm Eric Hovde. I can't be bought, and I'll put you and our country first. I approve this message.
Pella's free in-home consultations make replacing or redesigning your windows and doors easy. We go beyond just measuring and handing you a quote. We take the time to listen and educate you on all your product options so you can be confident in choosing the look and functionality that's right for you. And with DesignWorks, you can see what your home will look like before you buy. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 36 months when you order by March 31st. Set your free consultation at PellaWI.com.
When we tell people it took 138 iterations to refine the Tiguan chassis, they say, oh, cool. But when we tell them it also took our engineers 189 pizzas, 22 birthdays, 4,005 miles commuted through 13 thunderstorms, 16 neglected haircuts, 52 all-nighters, and 19 nightmares about chassis, they usually go, oh, wow. The meticulously refined Tiguan. Hop in. It's a VW. Get 0% APR financing or a $2,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Tiguan during the Volkswagen 75th anniversary sales event.
2019 was the last time Wisconsin reached the semifinals in the Big Ten tournament. A win over Northwestern gets them to that point today, and the two met just once in the regular season, with the Badgers winning by 8 at the Kohl Center. Wisconsin coming off a hot shooting performance against Maryland. Chucky Hepburn didn't start and didn't play. Stephen Crowell making sure the Badgers wouldn't need him. He splashes home the triple. Wisconsin led by 4 at the break. Big Steve finished with 19 points. Second half, that was just another episode of the A.J. Storr Show. A little step-back triple jack from Storr, who at this point should just change his last name to Score. Then later, Storr takes it to the cup with ease. 17 second-half points from him for a career-high 30 to lead Wisconsin past Northwestern and on to Purdue in the semifinals. Andrew Banster was there and has more on Storr's big-time performance on the big stage.
When A.J. Storr found out Chucky Hepburn wasn't playing today, he knew the assignment. Without his top facilitator, Storr created for himself, scoring a career-high 30 points while sending his Badgers to the semis.
Back to Storr! The alley-oop for the Badgers!
A.J.'s a great player. He does a lot of things that you can't necessarily teach, and he bails us out of a lot of things where he can get a shot off, shot clock running down, or he can create something when things aren't really looking good for us.
I just came into the game, Chucky told us before the game he wasn't playing, so that kind of just motivated all of us to play harder, and I ended up playing 35 minutes, didn't know, but it went great.
He was amazing. I loved what he did today. Just played like a pro today, a true pro today. Took great shots, rebounded, defended them. I think this is one of his best games for sure.
Oh, AJ, like he always is, it was great. He's always helping us out whenever we need it to go get that bucket if we go in scoring droughts. And Mr. 30-piece, I didn't even know he had 30 until we got in here. So that just goes to show that he was all over the place.
Step back, Storr looking for the three and finds it.
Greg Gard said what he liked most from Storr was his shot selection, but added that's been a work in progress, something they've been working on all season long. I'd say the hard work has paid off. At the Target Center, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
In less than 24 hours, the Wisconsin women will hit the ice for their regional final matchup against St. Louis, with the winner heading to the Frozen Four. And history is on the Badgers' side. In the previous 6 times the Bon has been a host site, UW is a perfect 6-0, advancing to the Frozen Four each time. And while Mark Johnson's squad might not be thinking about that, they do know the barn will be rocking.
It's a special place. The fans are very supportive. They encourage our team, and they show up, and so it's a credit to the players, because it's a hard task to get in this position.
Getting our crowd and our fans here and getting that energy in the building is going to be something that's going to be super special to us, and we're all super excited for, because obviously that energy does lead into our locker room and lead to how we perform on the ice sometimes. So that'll be really nice to have. And we know it'll be buzzing in there.
Wisconsin held its annual Pro Day this morning with NFL scouts and Packers GM Brian Gutekunst watching their every move as the Badgers tried to boost their draft stock. And for guys like Tanner Bortolini, Braylon Allen, and Muma Jongmeta, who were invited to the Combine earlier in the month, today was another opportunity to show they have what it takes to play in the league.
I think it's a really cool opportunity to, be at Pro Day, because at the Combine, you're kind of really on your own. I mean, you're with other O-linemen, but when you're at your Pro Day, you got the whole school behind you and your whole team behind you. So it's been a really great experience so far. It's a lot of time, work, and hours put in, but to see the results I got, I was really happy with that.
It went well. Tough workout they put me through. It was a lot of fun, though. Glad I got to, show some ability, catching the ball, running some routes, and doing some position work. Overall, it was a good day for me.
And Abundant Life is moving on to the Division V state championship game after a 5-point win in their semifinal matchup this morning. The challengers are making the most of their first trip to the state tournament. And Charlotte, Marquette also won, but you're probably the only one that wanted to know. We'll back after this.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
You made a cow.
actually to piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
BMO. Habitat homes are not free. They're built and bought by hardworking families just like yours. Families with jobs, dreams, and a strong determination to create a better future. With stable homes, they can invest more in their health, education, community, and beyond.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices,
So it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill. And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
A call for action over problems at a new condo development, Monday at 10.
We have a final check of your St. Paddy's Day weekend forecast with Alex.
We do. Hold on to your hats on Saturday, then St. Patrick's Day, breaking it down. 29 at 9 o'clock at that parade hour, 34 degrees, so bundle up. 7 o'clock at 30 degrees, so a chilly St. Patrick's Day in 2024. Spring starts on Tuesday with temperatures a little bit above normal. And the First Warned Weather Team, we're going to be keeping an eye on next week and a big weather maker for the Midwest. Could be rain mixed in with snow.
Meantime, we're going to enjoy this weekend.
Yes, enjoy it.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Do something good and have a great weekend.